Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, Haitian gets 10 days in prison for illegal entry into Jamaica. Haitian national Donick Nesson Saint-Fort on Tuesday pleaded guilty to entering Jamaica illegally and was sentenced to 10 days imprisonment. He was remanded to be deported by the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency. The St. Catherine Parish Court was told that about 2 a.m. on May 22, police personnel conducted an operation in Old Harbour Bay, St. Catherine, and the Saint-Fort was observed running through a fence into an unfinished building. He was pursued and held by the police. He reportedly explained that he was from Haiti and visits Jamaica regularly. He was searched and the passport in his possession was checked, which revealed that it did not have the immigration landing stamp in it. As a result, he was taken to the Old Harbour police station where he was cautioned. He reportedly told the police that he loves Jamaica and will always return as Haiti is wicked. The police subsequently arrested and charged him with illegal entry. Government and private hospitals to recruit overseas medical specialists. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says plans are afoot to collaborate with private hospital owners over the next 6 months to recruit specialist nurses and doctors from overseas to address areas of need in the local health sector. The move is in response to the ongoing shortage of medical professionals on the island, a situation which is reportedly affecting both the public and the private hospitals. Recruiting and retaining specialized medical professionals is critical to meeting Jamaica's growing healthcare needs, said Tufton. Tufton was speaking to the media during a recent tour of the Omega Medical Hospital in Negril, Westmoreland, where he lauded the facility for its continued investment in healthcare infrastructure. He praised the Omega Medical Hospital's high-quality infrastructure, which includes diagnostic labs, operating theaters, and other critical services. Omega is a modern facility ideally located in Negril, Westmoreland, a high-traffic area with both a large local and a tourist population. Its distance from Savannah Lamar Hospital makes it even more vital as a healthcare provider in the region, said Tufton. Tufton reiterated the government's stance on One Health, emphasizing the importance of offering Jamaicans a range of healthcare options. The more private options we have for those who can afford it, the less pressure there is on the public health system. In some cases, private facilities can offer more efficient services, whether through insurance or out-of-pocket payments, he said. Tufton said that in the coming months, the ministry will focus on strengthening partnerships with the private institutions to raise their service standards and share the burden of healthcare delivery across the population. We are going to have to step up the pace to ensure that these facilities are registered, said Tufton. The registration process is as much the responsibility of the institution as it is of the government system, which requires certain standards to be met. Tufton acknowledged too that the shortage of personnel necessitates the issuance of work permits for qualified overseas professionals. However, he admitted that the process is often hindered by bureaucratic delays through agencies such as the Medical Council and the Nursing Council. There are issues like certification of labs and other requirements. The bureaucracy involved must be streamlined. We are committed to working with private entities to ensure that they meet the necessary standards, said Tufton. There must be a process to ensure standards are upheld. We can't have a free-for-all. Just recently, we intervened in a case involving someone posing as a specialist dentist without a certification. That said, we must also find ways to cut delays and make the system more efficient, he added. The health minister said that efforts are underway to coordinate with the Ministry of Labor and the Medical Council to improve the throughput of approvals while preserving healthcare standards, noting that there are plans to explore bilateral agreements with the friendly nations to support the training and recruitment. Dr. Dalton James, Chief Executive Officer of Omega Medical Hospital, welcomed the minister's visit and expressed optimism about the proposed collaboration. It was a positive visit. One of our major challenges has been bringing in specialists due to work permit restrictions, said James. While our recertifications are up to date, we're looking forward to working with the minister to resolve these issues. Man fatally shot by police, 2 illegal guns seized in St. Mary incidents. A man was fatally shot and 2 illegal firearms seized during separate incidents along the Jacks River Main Road in Aracabessa, St. Mary on Monday. The 2 men were taken into custody in relation to the seizures. The police have not yet released the name of the deceased. The first incident occurred about 8:30 p.m. during a routine patrol when 2 men traveling on a motorcycle were signaled to stop. During the officer's approach, one of the men reportedly brandished a firearm and pointed it in their direction. The officers took evasive action and discharged 4 rounds, hitting one of the men. He was pronounced dead at hospital. A firearm was recovered from the scene and the other man arrested. The second firearm was seized about 11:15 p.m. during a vehicle checkpoint operation in response to the earlier incident. A white Toyota Crown motorcar was intercepted and searched. The police say a 9mm pistol affixed with a magazine containing 9 cartridges was found in the driver's door pocket. The driver was taken into custody and the motor vehicle seized. 2 public sector workers are charged in million-dollar pension fraud. 2 public sector employees are charged in a $1 million pension fraud scheme are to return to the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on October 6. Dorrit Mullins, an administrative assistant at the Institute of Jamaica, and Orion Sachel, a life certificate officer employed at the Accountant General's Department, have been charged with multiple offenses arising from the unlawful diversion of pension payments. Ms. Mullins is charged with possession of criminal property, receiving stolen property, and a conspiracy to defraud, while Mr. Sachel is charged with a conspiracy to defraud and a misconduct in a public office. Investigations revealed that between March 2017 and May 2018, Mr. Sachel requested and manipulated life certificates for various pensioners whose banking information was fraudulently charged to reflect an account held by Ms. Mullins at a local credit union. This allowed 17 pension payments totaling $1,022,238.95 to be funneled into her account. The funds were withdrawn shortly after each deposit. Meanwhile, Commissioner of the Revenue Protection Department, Cranston Morgan, says a multifaceted approach was used to protect revenue through direct investigations, supporting other agencies, and strengthening systems to prevent abuse.
This case is another demonstration of the critical importance of cross-agent collaboration in detecting and addressing fraud. It reinforces our commitment to protecting public funds and ensuring that individuals who attempt to defraud the state are held accountable. We were pleased to assist our law enforcement partners by providing timely intelligence that was key in uncovering the irregularities.
Court rejects Julian Silvera's bail appeal. The Court of Appeal has upheld a Supreme Court ruling denying bail to former St. Mary Western Member of Parliament Julian Silvera. The ruling was handed down during a video conference hearing on Tuesday. Mr. Silvera was arrested and charged on January 18, 2024 for the murder of his wife Melissa. In February, a judge remanded the 52-year-old businessman for trial on January 12 next year. Melissa Silvera, 42, was found dead at the couple's home in St. Andrew on November 10, 2023. It was first reported that she died in her sleep from natural causes, but an autopsy performed 3 weeks after her death revealed that she had died from gunshot wounds. 3 bullet fragments were found inside her body, leading the police to open a murder investigation. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.